I am currently running this YouTube channel right now while running my own Instagram page, while managing an Instagram page for a US news media, while providing freelance video editing service for another YouTube channel, all while having a full-time 9 to 6 job. And on top of that, I'm also building my own website, which hopefully will be released very soon. Hi, I'm Ziet, and if you are from a middle or below average income family, I can totally understand how you feel, because I am too. Nowadays, almost everyone have a higher education qualification and a stable 9 to 6 job. So in theory, we are all almost equal. And if you want to create and gain wealth through working a 9 to 6 job and saving really hard, then high chances are you are going to end up being an average person or just slightly above average depending on your circumstances. If you want to create the next generational wealth for your kids or your grandkids, then I hate to say that you need to take advantage of internet and be making money online and not just depending solely on your 9 to 6 job. So in this video, I'm gonna share with you 6 steps that you can take to start making money online, and this is all based on my personal experience after working various side hustles for almost a year while uploading weekly YouTube videos. Make no mistake, this is not a garage quick scheme. This is a video on how to make money online through pure hard work and dedication, and ultimately snowball it into a business that can overtake your main job. I am currently running this YouTube channel right now while running my own Instagram page, while managing an Instagram page for a US news media, while providing freelance video editing service for another YouTube channel, all while having a full-time 9 to 6 job. And on top of that, I'm also building my own website, which hopefully will be released very soon. Maybe if I stop procrastinating. Sounds insane, right? But trust me, if I can do it, you too can do the same. And without further ado, let's jump right into step 1, which is to identify your unfair advantage. For some of us, it could be our knowledge in the form of a degree or something that we have been doing since young, such as music, drawing, designing, coding, or whatever that is. And that is your unfair advantage because you have been doing much longer than most of the people out there. But somehow, if you end up being a person that spent all his teenage days playing computer games or watching Netflix or dramas, just like me, then slow down and rethink. That itself could be an unfair advantage as well. You might think playing computer games is nothing special and a waste of time, but that actually trained me to think really fast, type really fast, and just generally better in maneuvering around my computer to Google and look for whatever I need. And as a result, I am able to learn a lot of things such as video editing, photo editing, scripting, making YouTube videos, and whatever that is, all because I know how to use Google. The point is, don't overcomplicate things. You are not stupid or useless. You just haven't uncovered your true potential. Take some time to think what you have been doing on a daily and consistent basis without people forcing you to do. Passion alone is an unfair advantage. It can be as simple as playing video games or cooking or making music or watching Netflix or taking nice Instagram photos, whatever that is. If you are passionate about gaming, then you can probably start making a blog about game reviews or just start live streaming your gaming session. Or if you have watched literally every series on Netflix or Korean dramas, then high chances are you will have a lot of ideas and filled with creativity. Then you can translate that into storytelling, script writing, content creating, blogging, or whatever that is. So here are some side hustle ideas that you can consider, and I personally have done them or are still currently doing it, such as making YouTube videos or editing videos for YouTube channels, starting your own or managing someone else's Instagram page, or script writing for YouTubers or corporates, content creation for Instagrams, websites, or whatever, SEO writing for online businesses, blogging, creating websites, and whatever that you can think of. Obviously, there are a lot of side hustle ideas out there. For me, I started this YouTube channel to talk about finance, business, and investment related stuff because I was so frustrated when I started investing about 2 years ago. I literally can't find any localized content to invest abroad. I turned that frustration into my strength. I jot down everything that I've learned, combining with some video editing skill that I've learned online, and then I just package it and then post YouTube videos up until the video that you're watching right now. Was it easy? Never. It was anything but easy. What you are watching right now comes from months and months of grinding, late night video editing and watching tutorials, improvising, success, failure, and so much more. I mean, just look at my first few videos. My framing, presentation, lighting, editing was such a mess, but I never gave up. I just improved week after week after week, and you are now watching the me that have produced over 50 videos. I'm sure sometime in the future I will look back at this video and have a lot of things to laugh at, but it's alright, we are all human and we make mistakes. I'm not a journalist or a video editor in nature, so we live and learn every day. It's totally fine. For me, it's very simple. Don't wait until you are ready. You just got to start doing it. And the faster you do, the faster you realize your mistakes, and the faster you realize what's wrong, and then you can proceed on to do what's right. That, to me, is the essence of making money online. You will trip a lot in the beginning, but trust me, once you get the hang out of it, you are ready to rock and roll. Moving on to step 2, once you identify your unfair advantage, then you can choose a platform to package and deliver your value. There are a few platforms that you can consider, but I divide them into 3 main categories. The first one will be a freelance platform such as Fiverr, Upwork or freelancing.my. I will recommend you to go to Fiverr and scroll through all the freelance services provided and pick one that interests you. For example, under graphics and design, we have a huge library of designing works. If you are into writing and translation, they have articles and blog posts, translation, resume writing and etc. So let's just assume I want to help others to write their resume, right? Just go in and click at those top ranked sellers. And this is the trick, for the lack of better word, copy them or even learn from them and see why they are ranked so high. Is it because their introduction was well written, or they offer a very competitive price, or they have a really good rating and reviews? So take all of them as a reference and start building your very own online portfolio. Don't worry, I can guarantee you're gonna suck at the beginning, but that is totally fine. And in fact, my online portfolio was pretty bad as well. I will link it out in the description box below, so feel free to have a look and have a laugh at it. I haven't been updating it since ages ago. The next platform are social media platforms like Instagram or YouTube, and these platforms best fits you if you want to create content like what I'm doing right now. You don't necessarily need to show your face online, but let's just say having your face online does give that extra personal touch and credibility. If not, you still can do it, but you need to compensate it with a very strong content. And this is why I genuinely love my YouTube channel, because I have the freedom of expressing my thoughts and ideas while helping a lot of people, while at the same time making money at no cost to you whatsoever. There are a lot of ways to make money on these social media platforms, but I will talk about it later. The third platform is your own platform, such as your own website or personal blog. And this can vary from a difficulty scale of 1 to 10 depending on what you are trying to achieve. If you just want to try out blogging or start an online portfolio of writings and reviews, then I highly recommend you to start creating your own website, either free or paid. There are a lot of website platforms such as Wix, Squarespace, WordPress.com, WordPress.org and many other more. On a very high level, to start building your own website, you will need 3 main things. The first one is your domain, and that is the name of your website. And for me, I bought my website www.ziet.co from Google Domains, and that cost me like 600 ringgit because that name is a premium name. I don't know why that is and what to do, gotta pay for it, but usually the market standard is about 50 to 100 ringgit of annual renewal fee. The second thing that you will need is a hosting service provider, and to host your website you need someone that can offer you great connectivity with very minimal downtime. And in this case, I chose Exabytes because they have a data center in Malaysia, which cost me like 350 ringgit for 3 years package, and that's about 120 ringgit per year, which is pretty much the standard market price. So far my experience with them is really good, and their customer support is really helpful. So if you're from Malaysia, I highly recommend you Exabytes. Feel free to check it out in the description box below. The third thing that you will need is a website builder, or they call it the content management system, CMS, and the most famous ones will be WordPress. And basically there are 2 versions of WordPress, WordPress.com and WordPress.org. I am currently using the WordPress.org. Basically WordPress.org is more flexible and more customizable, but in return they require more work and attention. Feel free to check out the video in the description box below for you to learn more from the pros. Anyways, I am still building my own website. I've been procrastinating it, I admit, but feel free to look up at blogs or websites that you personally look up to, and that should give you a rough feeling on where to begin and how to craft your own website. So depending on your niche and content, choose the platform that best fits you, and this is perfect for me to lead to step number 3, which is to identify the key players in your niche. Look at their work and see how they are so successful doing the same thing that you are passionate about, and then learn from them and implement them into your own work. For example, if you start an Instagram page talking about food, then you can look at the top food pages. One trick that you can try is to use the hashtags to find them and get inspired with how they do things. Look at how they take the pictures, what hashtags they use, how their page look like. Similarly, if you start a YouTube channel, you can start looking at the top channels in your niche and see how they do things. How do they present their content? How their thumbnail look like? What is the length of the videos? What gears are they using? How they write their description box, and what their subscribers commented. I can go on and on and on, but let's just pause it here. Why not you guys let me know in the comment section down below whether I should make a video on how to start making a YouTube channel, and that should be a pretty interesting topic. Anyways, like what I mentioned earlier, if you want to start a freelance portfolio, just go to Fiverr and Upwork and copy those top sellers, and then just tweak it according to your personal touch. No one will know, because that's the beauty of internet. The only thing you can't copy is experience, and that's totally fine because experience does come with time. What you can do is offer free service. Yes, free service to people to build up your online reputation and your experience and your reviews and ratings. I don't have a fixed number for you, but maybe you can try offering free service to 3 to 5 clients. Then maybe when you reach your 6, 7 or 10 client, you can start charging them a little bit and snowball from there onwards. It takes time, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes even weeks or months or even a year before you start seeing your first paycheck. My first YouTube paycheck took me 8 months and 35 videos, so before you complain why there's no revenue within the first few months, then just take it through and do for at least 6 months. And I'm sure you will be surprised by the things you can achieve. So after understanding what you are trying to make and having a lot of online portfolios for your reference, then we can now talk about step number 4, which is to identify the key softwares required to produce your work. This will probably vary according to which niche you are in, but generally everything that you need is on your computer already. So for starters, I can recommend you a few game-changing platforms that can help you to kickstart your work. The first one will be Canva. They are literally the online version of Adobe Photoshop, and even a beginner can start using it. With Canva, you can create pictures or slides or posts or videos for various platforms. I personally use it to edit my thumbnail and create content for my YouTube and Instagram page. As you can see here, Canva is literally a lifesaver for all your online media and content. You can drag and drop various templates, edit the fonts and resize them, or you can just use any of their stock photos or videos for your website or Instagram or YouTube. The sky is the limit here. Trust me on this one, Canva will unlock a world of possibilities for you, and it is stupid easy to learn. Just try it for 30 minutes and you're welcome. The second will be SEO tools, short for search engine optimization. And in layman terms, they help you to optimize your content or videos or posts or blogs so that you can rank high on Google or YouTube search. I mean, so what if you made the best cinematic and most well-edited videos, or you written a super touching blog post but you didn't bother to optimize your SEO? Then high chances are no one is going to discover or look at your content, and this is as good as a wasted effort. I never took SEO lightly, even for my YouTube videos. For example, let me show you my previous videos where I talk about the best S&P 500 ETFs. If I start an incognito website and go to YouTube, let's say I'm searching for the best S&P 500 ETFs, high chances are you will see my video on the top 3 or top 5 search. And in comparison to my channel, which have around 6,000 subscribers, the 2 channels above me are much larger than mine. Notice the description on my first paragraph is straight to the point. In this video, I will share with you the most tax efficient way to invest in the S&P 500 ETFs. Right off the bat, the first sentence is telling the viewers what they are getting if they click into my video, and this will help a lot with my click-through rate, which will help with my video ranking. Still don't buy it? Try searching on YouTube or Google for how to buy US stocks, or best brokerage account, or TradeStation Global, or stash away risk index, I can assure you, you will most likely see my videos at the top of it. And this is by no chance of luck or whatsoever. This is all the works of SEO. In order to rank better in the eyes of SEO, we need to include a lot of keywords so that YouTube or Google can recommend your content towards people that are searching this particular topic. There's a lot of platforms that you can use, and I generally like vidIQ for YouTube. I usually use it when I'm trying to come up with related keywords or hashtags for my video descriptions. They are pretty handy to show me which are the best hashtags I should use for my videos. The second would be Grammarly. Not exactly a SEO tool, but it can be very helpful to fix your grammatical or spelling errors. I use Grammarly to fix my video descriptions or sometimes even my script to make sure I don't make any silly English or grammatical mistakes. Who says you need to be English educated to be able to produce English content? Welcome to the internet. The third tool is a very simple yet very effective hack. Incognito tabs. That's right, you heard it right. I know you probably use incognito tabs for some other purpose, but do you know that incognito tabs is also a very powerful SEO tool? What better way to rank higher on Google or YouTube than to try it out on the platform themselves? For example, I created a video on best S&P 500 ETFs. There you can see the top searches that people are typing in. We have best S&P 500 index fund, best S&P 500 ETF, best S&P 500 stocks, and etc. So I hope you get the gist of SEO. It sounds complicated, but trust me, this is one of the most highly demanded skill on Fiverr or just any freelance platform. Just look at the freelancers offering SEO on Fiverr. People are paying so much for this. $20, $150, $40, $50. I don't know about you, but that is a lot of money if you convert it to our local currency. Trust me on this one, if you think you are bad at SEO or whatever that is, then I can assure you there will be a lot more people with money, but they don't have time to go through all of this. You will be surprised. So to wrap up this section, sometimes some software or online platforms come with premium or paid version. But let's just say search it on Shopee and you are welcome. Now let's move on to step number 5, which is investing into your tools. This step is optional. A lot of people have been saying that you can make YouTube videos with just your phone and edit them on your phone or iMovie. I mean, yes, you can do that, but there will be a lot of limitations and you won't progress as fast. I am a strong believer of investing into my side hustles, and I treat them like a business and grow them like one. But obviously, you can always start with whatever you have right now, and I started my YouTube channel with my iPhone 11. Remember this mantra: the growth of your portfolio is directly proportionate to the amount of time and money you invested into it. When people say you can make money online with very little upfront cost, I mean, sure, 500 ringgit after blogging for 3 years. Do you really want to wait that long? I don't know about you, but definitely not me. The camera that is recording this video right now is a Sony a6600 mirrorless camera, which is capable of shooting 4K videos, and the body and lens combined cost me around 7,000 ringgit. My MacBook Pro, as you can see here, is my main workstation, and my entire workflow is powered by this machine. And this thing also cost me another 7,000 ringgit. The lighting for this video, in case you haven't realized already, is a studio grade lighting which comes with a light diffuser, and this package cost me like another 700 or 800 ringgit. The audio for this video, surprise, is actually powered by my 1,000 ringgit Rode shotgun microphone, which I hang just above my frame. And this arm alone is 400 ringgit. And by the way, this is just for memes. The thing is, do you really need all of these fancy equipments to begin with? Obviously no, but if you have the money and you know what you're doing, then it will obviously improve your workflow and improve your output efficiency as well as consistency, which in turn will generate you more revenue. I hope you don't take it as if I'm bragging. I just want to show you that online business can be very exciting, and there will be a lot of things to learn and a lot of things to improve on. So hopefully this is something for you to look forward to. Anyways, if I were to recommend you one tool that is a must-have in your arsenal when it comes to work or creating content online, then the MacBook is an absolutely must-have. I know they are expensive. Even the cheapest ones cost like around 4,000 ringgit. but just trust me on this one. There is a reason why top creators on YouTube and just any other platforms uses Mac or MacBooks, because they just fly through and cut through work like butter with the latest M1 Apple Silicon. I would generally recommend the base model MacBook Pro, which starts around mid 5,000 ringgit if you are doing some graphic intensive work. But otherwise, if you are just going to do some micro blogging or photo editing, then the MacBook Air is fine as well. Just make sure to get the ones with the Apple Silicon chip. Don't just look at the price tag as it is. Look at the possibilities that the 4-5,000 ringgit can bring to you, and that to me is how a value investor thinks. Anyways, if you are wondering how much I spend for my YouTube channel, let me know whether I should cover this in my future videos. And if you are interested what gears do I use, I have a link down below for the kits that I use for my YouTube videos. Moving on to the last step, the fruits of your labor, monetization. There are a few ways for you to monetize your content or freelance work online, and obviously each platform is unique to its own. I'll try my best, but I won't be able to cover all of them in this one video. If you are doing freelance work on platforms like Fiverr or Upwork, then you can charge them by hourly rate. Sometimes it can be hard to determine how much you should charge the strangers online. You definitely don't want to overprice or underprice your work because it wouldn't make any sense, right? So the best way to look at it is how much do you value the time that you put into completing the work. If you are earning say 30 ringgit an hour on your day job, then maybe you can start charging like 10 to 20 ringgit depending on your client. You can obviously start working for free to rack up your portfolio first, which I highly recommend you to do so, and then later on for starters you can just charge like $5 per hour, which is pretty reasonable for most US clients. You can definitely increase your income as time goes by. Just make sure to improve your craft client after client, and make sure to ask them to leave you a good rating, and that to me is more valuable than the $10 that you are missing out. If you are working on a YouTube channel like what you're watching here right now, I get paid by YouTube usually around $2 per view, and even to get monetized you need to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 public watch hours before YouTube even pays you any money. But then there are also other source of income on YouTube that is not paid by YouTube in the form of affiliate marketing, and this usually comes in the form of affiliate links that you can see from my other videos, and I usually get paid per successful referral for the products that I recommend to people. For example, on this channel I have affiliate links for Webull, Wise and Stashaway. They are definitely a nice touch on top of the YouTube ads revenue that I'm receiving every month. They can vary from month to month and can be very yo-yo, but this is definitely better than nothing. For blogs, it is pretty similar to YouTube. You get paid by Google AdSense for the ads on your blogs, and on top of that you also get paid for sponsored reviews or affiliate marketing. For Instagram pages, they are harder to monetize because you usually need a larger amount of followings at around 10,000 followers. So there are two ways that you can monetize. The first one is through Instagram story shoutouts, which last for 24 hours. You can get paid for a few dollars up to a few $100 depending on your following for that just one single 24 hours shoutout. How nice is that? The second way you can monetize is through sponsored Instagram posts like this one. The rates vary according to your niche and advertisers, so yeah, just keep that in mind. Anyways, social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram or TikTok is usually to redirect the traffic towards your websites or your YouTube channel. So there is definitely a lot of ways to play around it. So to summarize today's video, you can either be a content creator or a freelancer depending on your personal preference, or both like what I'm doing right now. For a single 10 to 20 minute weekly videos that you are watching right now, it took me about 6 hours to write the script, 4 hours to film the video, about 8 hours to edit the video, and another 1 hour for SEO writing, and another 1 hour for the thumbnail editing. So all in all, it took me about 20 hours per week to produce just one video, and that is not inclusive of the time that I've used to research for data and replying hundreds and hundreds of comments on YouTube, as well as replying you guys on Instagram DMs. I'm not saying you should do the same, but instead just start with 30 minutes and just stick through with it, and I'm sure eventually you'll reach a point where you won't have enough time to cope with a lot of things, and that to me is more satisfying than waiting for the 9 to 6 paycheck which comes in like once a month. What the hell? So if you found some value from this video, help me smack the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Share this video with your friends and family, and I will be very appreciative of that. Thank you very much. Anyways, let me know in the comment section down below, do you like contents like this? You guys know I reply to every single one of your comments. Before I end this, I wish you all the best. Don't underestimate yourself. Just do it and stay hungry, and let's start making some money. When in doubt, always use Google search, Reddit and YouTube. And these 3 hacks will bring you very far on the internet. And with that said, thank you very much for watching. Stay safe, stay invested, stay hungry, and I will see you in the next one.